Hello? Can you hear me now? That was my stupid mistake. This mic, like, oh my goodness. This mic, if I barely breathe on that, it, uh, it'll mute the mic. So I have an issue with accidentally touching it when I was setting up, so I didn't know I touched it. So sorry, but you saw everybody else saying hello too, so I'm going to continue. Woo! Didn't know I didn't have sound, and I heard Panda yell, "You don't have any sound!" Sorry. Woo! Okay, Don P, hi, sweetie, and Chris K, hi. And of course, there's Panda, the one who told me I didn't have sound on. Whoops. Hi, Leslie Crochets. Hey, Don Aaron, sweetie, hi. And Denise, I got blurry there. Hey, Denise, how are you doing? And Shirley Bain. Den Reeves. And Jaden, hey, how are you doing? I'm glad we got it fixed. Angel, thank you. Thank you. I'm now getting down to it. And Sam, hey, sweetie. And Amber, again. Nana Michelle. Okay, yeah. Now his text comes through. Go tell me. Go figure, right? When he was trying to tell me I had no sound, now it finally comes through. That thing is just so sensitive. The top is just so sensitive. Like there's times when I'm recording my tutorials that when I'm sitting down or I'm flipping the project, it'll barely brush it. Not it does it barely will brush the mic. And I go through the tutorial, and then when I'm editing is when I realize there's no sound. So it's like, what is somebody to do? So I could either refilm it or do I go through and voice over. Sometimes I'll voice over if it's one of the easier tutorials. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just say, well, let's rip it all out, frog it out, and refilm it. And hi, Sarah. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. And Caroline, hey. And VJ again. And Tracy Huber. Hi, sweetie. And Doris. Jackie. My goodness. Bonnie. And I'm glad, Bonnie, you're taking really well to Tunisian. I mean, like the bamboo stitch, it's not a harder stitch. It's just one of the more complicated stitch just because of the loop over. But I'm glad you like it. I really am. And now I'm too loud, huh? Well, hey, Connie, how are you doing? Oh, Michi, I hope you feel better, sweetie. I really do. And I'm sorry, I got a message on here from StreamYard. It's got to be StreamYard's in because my internet's going great. So I don't know what. It's got to be StreamYard side. Hey, Bear, how are you doing? And hey, Nessa, hey, sweetie. Hope you're feeling better. I know aquatic PT kicks your rear end. It would kick mine too. I get it, sweetie. Let's see. And Jill Fountain, hi, sweetie. How are you? That's just one of my shelves, Sarah. I've got a big old thing over here. Um, Probably towards the end of the month, I'm going to be kind of rearranging my setup because filming that thing made me realize I need to move my desk around so that way I can get comfortable when I'm filming long things. And again, VJ, hope you feel, or not VJ, Michi, I hope you do feel better, sweetie. And hi, Pammy, how are you doing, sweetie? It's good to see you. And Nancy. And Mary, hi, Rocket Emma Creations. Hi, how are you doing? And so I did do that. I'm gonna. Ooh, oh, that's why the camera's all lopsided. Well, no wonder, Michael. Um, Sorry, one more time. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. But I did film that thing, in a week. I did it all in a week, and yeah, I don't think I'm going to be rushing to film stuff like that again in a week. And sorry, I see we got ads, and I turned ads off. I don't know. I don't know. And hi, Lana, how are you? Hey, Cliff, how are you doing? Sorry, I'm just trying to get down because I sometimes I do get. I'm pulling a homemade pizza out the oven with sausage, pepperoni, mushrooms, and green peppers. It smells great. We're having leftovers tonight. I did garlic bread with it, but that's pretty much it. No, Pammy, no, I don't have a twin. It's just me. And I am like 1,000 miles away from Reno. That's the Well, the yarn wall actually, Sharon, the yarn wall actually grew because I got more yarn in from Joann's. Uh, I got. I'm waiting on one more package, and I'm guessing they're sending me because they sent me all that boho that I did the video on, which wasn't a lot, and they sent me four, like 5 cup, four of each of 3 or 4 colors or five. I don't remember off the top of my head. And then now they're sending me all the rest. It's coming in, and I got to find room for it because I have a really cool couple projects in mind for that stuff. Then I got an email today. They're sending me some new yarn that I get to show off again. So when that comes in, I'll be doing the video on it, which is going to be complicated because I've just started my Boggy Creek first blanket, and after I get done with the live, I have to go to Joann's because I need to pick up a darker green. I'm not happy with the green that I picked for this. I'm happy with one of the greens, but the other green I'm not happy with. They're too close together in color green, so I need a darker green. Yeah, I'll show y'all. I mean, I haven't gotten far, but oh my goodness. But it's, did I touch the mic again? Can you hear me? Okay, good. But I'm not comfortable. Like, I like the light green. I am not comfortable with this darker one. I want it to pop more, and it's not. So I want a darker green. Um, so yeah. Oh my gosh, Cliff. All right. Oh my goodness. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm not. The green that I really want is a forest green, and I saw that mentioned over here. Um, let's see. And Pammy, I didn't see your question. I'm sorry. Let me scroll up. Well, it keeps jumping on me. Do you have a? I don't have a twin. No, there's no twin in me. That's just me. So let's see. But the green that I did choose, like that, the green is called forest green. But I want. Let me see if I have it right here. It's not enough to do what I want to do. Yeah, this is the darker green that I want to use. I used this for something. The watermelon bag. Um, it's varsity green. This is the forest green. So I want something more to. I want this color to be more of a. So that way because it's trying to do flowers. Uh, I want it to be. I want it to stand out. So I altered a flower stitch, and I did it a lot different than the original stitch. So it got altered, and I like the way it's coming out. And let me move something you can see. Get my warming blanket off. Let me see if I can do this without causing too. You know what I can do? No, I can't do that because they up their price. But it's got a rainbow of colors. The flowers are going to be, they're going to cascade from dark to light in the middle and then back and then do the cascade again. Then there's a stitch that's going to be in there called the bunny stitch. It's going to make it look like bunnies, and that's where the whole bunnies come wild, are gone, bunnies gone wild comes from. And then it's going to have a border of those flowers going all the way around. And I'm out of my norm with yarn on this one because I don't, if you know me, you know I love big twists. So I'm going to use the retro stripes for those flowers that are going to go all the way around. So it's colorful, for the kids. Um, I don't know. My store still has a mess ton of it, and I have a mess ton of it. There's a few things I have planned that I want to use it in. I had it. I was on my members live Monday, and they talked me out of doing a Ruana in it because it's going to be heavier. So I'm going to use a Premier Gradient in it. But I don't know if the Lucky brand, if they are going to end up discontinuing or not. And hey, Jill. Hey, sweetie. Oh, wow. It jumped me way up there. Oh, my goodness. Sorry. It put me like at the beginning. Hey, Jen. How are you doing, sweetie? Kind of like tulips, but it's an alternate. The stitch that since I altered it, oh my God, altered it. And I'm calling it the bed straw because I kind of Googled, I had to look at my list because it's three kind of chains that make that flower. And since there's a tulip stitch, there's an iris stitch, and or flower, for flowers and stuff. So I'm calling it the bed straw because the bed straw flower is a three petal flower. I could, there was nightshade, but I don't want to name and stitch nightshade. That's going to children that, that medical camp. And there's no black in anything because I didn't want black in it at all, because of the children. Let's see. I've been trying to get the new yarn. Oh, you talking about the Supernova? Yeah, that's kind of my fault on the Supernova. They showed me some metrics and everything, and woo. So that's my fault. Sorry. Made a crest of a rainbow bright blanket. I found a chart and bought the yarn at Joann's. It looks like the 80s exploded in a bag. Oh, shit. Hey, Thank you, Sharon. 2 months. Awesome. And I still can't believe Cliff, man. $20, dude. You can order online. There's some things on the app that isn't online. So, like when the boho came out, the online only had about 5 colors. But if you go to the app, all 8 were available. I don't know. I just show off what they send me early. I don't know. And let's see. I'm gonna try to get down to the bottom so we can keep going. I can cut them into nuggies. Okay. They probably do have the new yarn. It's probably sitting in the back of their storeroom in a box because Joann's are understaffed and their yarny people can't get it out fast enough, or they just don't have the space. Like my Joann's is going to be going through a remodel, and they're actually expanding the. I mean, they have a. You can ask Panda. They already have a big yarn selection. They're making it 10 more aisles bigger, and I'm like, are there that many yarn companies? But I guess there are. Hi, Linda. How are you? Thank you for being here. Linda Fisk. Thank you, sweetie. Okay. I'm trying to. Yeah, it's varsity green is. Yeah, Nessa. Let's see. I'm trying to get to the bottom. Okay, Pammy, you have fun and be safe. And hoping to get to see Mikey and the others at the retreat. Awesome. Yeah, because I knew he was going to Reno. We talked the other last week, and I knew he was going to Reno. That's awesome. And I think some other people are going that I know, creators. I'm not 100% positive. Hi, Darcia. How are you doing, sweetie? No, you're fine. You're here. You're fine. You're not late, sweetie. Let's see. And Beth, hi. Hi, Pebbles. And Beth, I hope not, because Lucky Brand Yarn. It is actually, I made that shirt out of it, and at first I really, really disliked it. But I powered through it because that's what I was looking for, and it just it grew on me. Just like the metal hooks. I did the review 3 months ago, 4 months ago of the AliExpress hooks because I used them actually in projects. I didn't make swatches like a lot of people that did the reviews, and I really didn't like them at that time. Now they're growing on me, and that the beetle wing tapestry I did in with the metal hooks 100%. Sorry, mouth's getting dry. Now I got other tutorials filmed, and some of them are going to be coming out starting next week. They're going to require the knotted ridge stitch that I came up with. And let me tell you, like, here's one of the projects. It's leg warmers. And I did it in Big Twist Rave, so you can see how the rave works up in Tunisian. Oh my gosh, it is gorgeous. But this area right here, can't find my fingers on the screen. Right there, that is called the knotted ridge. And I love the way it came out. Like, oh my gosh. Pair it with the knit stitch. It is such a beautiful stitch. So I carried it over into everything I made for that winter gear. And I finally got a mannequin. I don't know what her name is yet. So I made a true slouchy hat. And of course, there's the knotted ridge. But when it's slouchy, it looks like a crown. And that's what I was going for. And this is also with another stitch that I haven't released yet. And then I still got to steam this because if you've worked with Tunisian, you know how the pearl stitch can just it can get away from you at times, even though that's not what you're doing, but it can still do that. And it's a pocketed scarf. And of course, there's the knotted ridge all the way around the pocket and all the way up the sides. And again, I did all this in the Big Twist Rave Cyan Crush. And those tutorials should start coming out next week. Yeah, because Beetleween's tomorrow. Beetleween Part 2 drops tomorrow. Also, I had some questions about a pattern for it. Well, the pattern's written. Can't release it yet until Beetleween Part 2 comes out because I put links to the video as to make it a companion. So you get the pattern, you get the graph, and you get the videos. So if you have questions, if you have questions because you reached a stump, then the video is there to help get past that question. And if that's not there, or yeah. So if you're reading the pattern, you're stumped, then you can look at the graph. If you're still stumped, then you can look at the video. If you're still stumped, you can contact me. So, yeah. And Sarah's waiting on her Tunisian hooks to come in. Is the Boggy Creek blanket going to be okay for a beginner? This Boggy Creek blanket is going to be a little bit more on the advanced, but I'm making 2 Boggy Creek blankets. Maybe 3. But 2 for sure. For darn sure. This one is going to be, I'm going to explain it the best I can. It's going to, there's really no advanced stitches in it. It's just the way that they're put together. The other Boggy Creek blanket that I'm going to be doing, it's just going to be out of this Big Twist Rave. The second one that I'm putting together is going to be out of that Big Twist Rave. I have plenty of these, and it's going to have a different stitch that I also created into it called the Knotted Helix. So, and the blanket's going to be called Knotted Helix. I'll teach that, and that's the only, it's not even complicated. If you know how to do the block stitch and the Afghan knot, you got it down. And the Afghan knot's not hard, and the block stitch isn't hard. The part of the block stitch you're going to use in it is called the, oh God, it's a long word, extra long Tunisian front post double crochet. I just call it drop downs. That's all I call it. So I am putting out 2. One's going to be more towards the end of the spectrum of beginner to intermediate. The other one is going to be really beginner. And since Boggy Creek blankets dimensions are a lot smaller, it's going to work up pretty fast. But I need to do something before we do anything. Where is it? We're going to do that. I have to watch over on this screen. Nancy! Of course! 4th month in a row, Pandemonium Express. Jackie, Mimi, and Darcia, awesome, congratulations. And let me play something real quick. Where is it? Hey Russ, I just saw you on the other screen. I know you're at work. Be careful, man. And here before we end, I got the last 5 because I'm not going to be going live for the rest of this month except for my members live towards the end of the month, because I do this live and then towards the end of the month I do a members live. And I am, oh, let me get over to the comments. What am I waiting on? Hey Mimi, hi sweetie. I am debating, because of the holidays coming up, maybe not doing any live on December and January, just because of the holidays. I know everybody's going to be frantic. I just want you all to spend time with your families. You know, I may pop on. I got a lot of work to do. I have made up a project planner sheet, and there's 20 of them in here. and they're all filled out. So I'm going to be doing a lot of projects. Plus, when I ask for recommendations of what you, or not what I asked what you want to see on on my channel, everybody gave me a lot of recommendations. Some stuff I didn't even think of. So they're on a dry erase board over here, and what I pulled off there, I put on the paper, and then so that gives me more room to still keep writing, adding more. So we've got a lot coming on, and then of course they send me this new yarn, which all of a sudden, oh my gosh, my mind explodes with the possibilities, and the possibilities are going to be phenomenal. Y'all are going to love at least three things that we've already thought of, bouncing ideas off Panda's head, and oh my gosh. So Nessa was a weird kid that loved red and black. I'm trying to get down to the comments and keep going. And Ellen, I've been hearing that too. I'm just an affiliate. I wish I had the pull to say, get stuff situated, but I'm just affiliate. My Hobby Lobby with all of it. I think it's like Joann's is the only reason, like the reason I picked Joann's to be an affiliate with instead of just a straight yarn store, because, a lot of us, yeah, we love yarn. Yeah, we absolutely love yarn, you know. But when it comes to decorations and other stuff, they have it too. Man, it's dry. So that's why when Joann's offered me the affiliate, I did take it because it's kind of a one-stop shop. Granted, I love Big Twist. Everything I make is Big Twist. All that's Big Twist. Now, each panel, of course, you can change your panel colors, but I wanted to work up the 3 Halloween yarns that I had, and that's what I did. 3 of the panels in is the Halloween yarn. Vamp, Jack-o'-lantern, and Spooky Season. And I wanted to see how they looked in the Simple Stitch. The Vamp, oh my God, let me tell you that one. When it's worked up in the knit stitch, because I worked up a small swatch after the project, because it was looking like velvet. And when Panda came and looked at it in one of my filming breaks, he's like, "Is that velvet?" And he's touching it. I was like, "No, that's the Vamp." But when it's worked up, it looks like velvet. So, and I have some left over that's enough for a cardigan that I'm probably going to end up doing in that. Let's see. Well, hello, Fuzzy Butt. How are you doing? Didn't see you pop in. And Lois, thank you for being a new member as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Beth, my Joanne is out of space to put things out. I just ask if they have things. Usually they can bring it out. Yeah. We call her my yarn lady at Joann's. She's the assistant manager. And go figure, her name is Joanne. So when I go to Joann's, I see Joanne. Let's see. See, I turn those off. I turn monetization off. I like my lives to be ad free, so I turn off monetization. But maybe they're not liking that. I don't know, because it's never happened before. I've never got ads in my stuff. So maybe I don't know. It's off. It's worked before. I don't know why it's not working now. Oh, YouTube. Hey, Kirsten F. Let's see. I'm trying to get on down. And we got a new member. I'll get to that in just a second. I'm trying to let's see. Oh, and also, I don't know if you have noticed, members, you have that your membership badges, they're Star Trek related. I'm a Trekkie. I got the communicator badge tattoo right here. I'm a Trekkie. So, and I did it based off of the futuristic one that they did one time travel. So, but I'm trying to get down to the bottom and it keeps jumping. Oh, see, it just jumped again. I don't know what is up with StreamYard. Hey, Ivy, Don Air, were you having issues with StreamYard? Because it's just all over the place. I like the Rave Yarn a lot, Sarah. I've got all the colorways, except for there was the slime one that I sent to Michi, so she could work up I think it was like a sweater top that she did. Hi, Stanny. Hi, Steen. Sorry, I always want to emphasize the E. Steeny. Just sounds cute to me. Uh, so, and then I know people like I was digging through eBay, just looking, and one I saw like all the Halloween colors that of the Joanne stuff being put on there. Man, people are for just three skeins of it were wanting like $85, and then I saw the Karen anniversary cakes knocking $100 on there, and I'm like, what? People are actually paying that? That's outrageous, in my opinion. But that's just me. I'm not paying. Hey, Mateo and Susan Burke, but there's I know with this colorway, we got something really cool planned out of the supernova. It just popped in my mind. Sorry. I squirreled. This colorway. It is gorgeous. It's called Mother Earth, and it's the supernova. And then you can get them all online too, or you should still be able. I don't know if they're in stock yet or out of stock. But if you have a wool allergy, like I have a wool allergy, this is 15 or 20% wool. It's not bothering me. So I don't know if it's the way the it's processed. I don't really know because even the boho, because they I haven't put them away yet. Because the boho is 15% wool, and it doesn't bother me. So I don't know if it's the way the wool is, or is it really wool? Is it faux wool? I don't know. I just know it doesn't bother me. And what did Nancy say here? I hope some are on YouTube during the holidays. Holidays aren't always happy time. Oh, you know what? I never did. I didn't even think about that. I didn't think about that at all. I mean, because it's just going to be me and Panda this year, so I may. I'm okay. I'll keep my times, and I may add a few more, just just because of that reason. Because I know during the end of October, I may do a pop up live, just because I'm going to be home alone. So, and I'll just chit chat and crochet, do like a crochet along, not a crochet along. Oh my gosh, just like a sit and stitch. And yeah, I prefer to touch and feel. That's like when I got the first batch of the supernova, they had it. I had to go to the store because they shipped it there and for me, and I went there and got it. And then that's when I said that there was a letter in there that says, "Hey, you go ahead and show this off," and that's what I did. But um, it was I felt it, and I had to try it in the store because if I was going to break out, I could hurry up and wash my hands. I could hurry up and take a Benadryl. I could be ahead of the game because I didn't know I was getting this until they said, "Hey, come to the store. You got a package directly for you." Okay, I don't know, but and then when I did the original video, I took a Benadryl, and then 2 days later, when I was moving and stuff around, I accidentally touched it, and I'm like, "Uh oh." but nothing happened. So then I just started just like, I'm not touching my face with it though. Let's see. And I, and Chris K, yes, we're gonna be put. Hey, and hi, by the way. Um, Everything will be going on. Yeah, he has his own Ravelry. He has Ravelry now and Etsy, and that's where stuff will be going. And I see the ad over here too. I don't know why. I turned it off, and I'm sorry about that. I really am. It's annoying. And you can click through it. You don't have to watch the ads for me. You know, just poof that stuff. And there's our new member right there. So I got something to play for you. And I want to thank you for being a member. What just happened? Oh, there it is. I don't know what is up with StreamYard today, man. Maybe it's like, hey, you don't go live often. You don't need all this fancy stuff. We're just going to jump it all over. And we have a couple more Joannes here. I might try the others. This worked. Oh yeah, yeah, you live down south from me. You have quite a few. Okay. Hey Vivian, how are you doing? Trying to see when I order from Joann's. If I order 5 skeins, it'll come in 7 different boxes and take 3 weeks. You know, I kind of understand that. I wish they had like a central warehouse that's used for online orders only instead of pulling from the warehouses that go to the stores too. Like I know this last shipment of the boho that they were sending me, and I'm still waiting on one more, that it actually came from an actual store and not a warehouse. I don't know how they do that, but I don't know. And let's see which. Uh, yeah. And thank you, Michelle. Yeah, I just try to, like, I want my, make it nice and painless as possible. And and I know many of you watch on, mobile devices, and those ads can just be ridiculous. I've watched a lot on mobile devices too, and I'm trying to get down. If you haven't yet, oh yeah, thank you, Panda. Ooh, I almost slipped. And another Trekkie, and I got some, what's it called? Ideas for Star Trek related stuff, but it's not going to be Star Trekky. It is, but it isn't. If you watched the last season of Star Trek Picard, I'm going to try to do their leather jackets as a cardigan. And Library Lady 831 Sunshine, hi, welcome in. And hey, Jennifer, how are you doing, sweetie? Let's see. I saw that, Panda. Yes, I'm a Star Trek junkie. Well, Pammy, I'm usually very allergic to wool. Like instantly, if I barely touch it, or if I didn't know, like there was times that we were at Joann's and I was there to pick up stuff, and I was like, oh, this is a pretty colorway. Went to go grab it, didn't find out it was wool until I touched it, and I instantly have to take care of it. I start feeling it instantly, and if I don't take care of it, then it starts affecting my breathing. There was a bunch of wool that was gifted to me, and I didn't know it was wool, and I was putting it away, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm having trouble breathing and whatever, and then I looked at one, and it actually wasn't a lot of wool. It was actually a small thing of wool. It was at the bottom of the bag, but it got touched everything, and it just sent me off. And Ellen said, "Did you see the faux leather yarn out by Lion Brand?" I have not. Uh, I don't really use a lot of Lion Brand. It's just Big Twist, really, because one, it slides a lot faster and works up a lot faster with Tunisian. Red Heart, not so much, because it is a little bit more coarser. Cotton, or sugar and cream and whatnot, those don't work up fast. But a lot of, like, Big Twist, the softer acrylic, it works up pretty fast because I'm always on a time crunch, and I'm not on a time crunch because I'm on a time crunch because of myself. There you go. I set my own stuff. Uh, but let's see. I'm trying to get down there. Nancy, I know where your mind went. And Leslie, family's out of state. It's just a hubby and I. Yeah, that's us. So it's just gonna be us. And I'll come on live then. Why not? We can have. I I'm not going to eat on live, so I can't say we're gonna have Christmas dinner together. But we can, just sit around, chit chat, sit and stitch. Uh, let's see what else. I'm trying to see what's all new. Oh, I know what's new. Panda finished a new blanket, and so members already saw it. I'm gonna show you guys. Sorry about the rustling. We keep it in a because it's going to his stepfather, so we put it in a bag because he's gonna keep it nice and clean. Now, this is his second Grafkin that he's done. Oh, as you can see, it says USMC, and it's got the eagle, globe, and anchor on it. And it's done in the simple stitch. And he's going to work it up again in like the red background, black graphic and wording with a gold twisted fringe. So I couldn't stand up. I'm trying to save my legs because I'm going to go be Joanne's right afterwards. And it's going to hurt going there too. So let's try to get down here. I'm sorry. My goodness. Did Grandma C come in? If she did, hi, sweetie. I missed you. Because I know she's doing good again. And hey, Maureen, how are you and stuff? Let's see. Trying to get down. And I got one more thing to do. Yes, I have quite a few Star Trek stuff planned. Um, Not quite a few Star Trek stuff planned. I don't want to inundate my channel with sci-fi oriented stuff. But if you're also into Firefly, there's going to be some Firefly / Serenity things that I want to make. And I have the colorways for them. Hey, Lynn, how are you doing, man? Yeah, I like the because I have that's for the Firefly because they have this, like the leather jackets that they wore in the end of season 3. That's what I have planned. I have the colors for it. Black is going to be a pain in the rear to show on camera, but I will show the stitch that I'm using and how to do what I'm doing as best as I can. Um, Trying to get down there. That is awesome. It is. Well, I've done a start. What? Oh, it's in the wash. a Star Trek blanket that's the Voyager style communicator. I did that. I've done some, like my very first projects in Tunisian were Star Trek scarves. That was 13 years ago, going on 14. And I want to redo them now that I really know what I'm doing. And Panda did a really great job on that. He is, when he first told me he wanted to start doing multiple colors, I looked at him and I was like, "Are you sure?" Because it can get on your nerves. But the first one he did, he handled it really well. And this was this blanket almost got his nerves because it was a good, I want to say 30 lines going into his blanket because of the different spacing and whatnot. So it almost got him. It almost got him, but it didn't. Um, and then the next, he's going to be doing it again in like the red background and the Marine Corps more looking. And then there's a few others he has planned, and I'm like, that's going to be a lot more. Because like when I did the Bag of Day blanket for the auction, that was 47 lines constantly coming in that I was constantly using. But I had a setup for it. You know, I have a 6.5 foot desk, so I have the setup for it. Mm, yeah, that when we were talking about it, because the original one that we were going to do was going to be the entire like Marine Corps emblem, kind of make it look like the Marine Corps flag. But I was like, that's going to be too complicated. We were both saying that's going to be too complicated to turn into a pattern. Some of those are just going to be too complicated to turn into a pattern. You know, the pattern's going to be like 50 pages long. The pattern for that I typed up is 16 pages, pretty long already. Oh, okay. Man, it is dry and windy and that dirt's all in the air, and I can't wait till it gets cold. Did I miss somebody? Ah, hey, Granny D. That's what I was going to say when I mentioned VJ's name. I know I haven't been in a lot of people's lives lately, and it's because I'm just trying to get stuff done. I am, I'm filming and editing. Like editing that total, it was raw footage was 12 hours per video. So 24 hours that I got knocked down to 12 hours. And that took me 4 days per video to edit, working on it all day long. And I'm constantly editing, I'm constantly filming. So it's hard for me to get to a lot of people's lives. Just know I do watch. If I'm in a live, some 9 times out of 10, I don't comment unless I'm like, if I first wake up and I see, Carrie or Marine or some people out early in the mornings, I'll watch. Or if I'm taking a break, I'll watch and comment. But 9 times out of 10, I really am just lurking and thumbs up. I will watch the replays and I will thumbs up. I don't really comment because my hands are usually busy and I've got yarn wrapped up coming across different ways of my desk, so it's kind of hard to get to my keyboard. But just know I am watching and I am there 90% of the time. It's hard to do a lot of that. And oh my god, I get to the bottom and it jumps back up. And let's see. But yes, I am there and watching. And it's just, who knew being a tutorial channel was so time consuming? Because I didn't. When I first started, literally all I wanted to do was teach the stitches. And then I'm like, well, I need to branch out. Then the item makes started coming, and then the more item makes in my head keep coming, and then it's just like, okay, well, we're just gonna keep going. I will. Is Fiber Floozy in here? Did I see Jill? And if I did, hi, sweetie. But yeah, right, Nancy. I say ribbit, ribbit. But I love. So I have had to expand, and I've got things. I've got blankets. Oh my god, the blankets that I have already designed. I haven't written nothing up. Are phenomenal. I'm trying to keep that down on massive color changes because I know that can get hectic. But I'm trying to keep down, and there's gonna be some that you have to, like there's gonna be an Apache's Tears Tunisian back blanket that requires a lot of color change to a point. There's gonna be some stuff that just there's no way I can get around it. But we got one more thing to do since I'm not gonna be live until, oh my gosh, when do I go live again? I don't know. The 7th of November. And let's get the last bit out of the way. Let's see who. Okay, maybe it's a YouTube thing. Dismiss. Come on. Just do it already. There we go. My goodness. Chris K, Melissa G, Mateo, Bonnie, Linda Fisk. One. That's it. Yay. Congratulations, guys. Now let me play that for you. And as I did cut down my going from lives from going weekly to monthly just so I can get a lot more done. Tunisian is slow. If you've done Tunisian, you know it's slow. Oop. I I actually just graph my stuff out, Ivy. I just graph it, and I'm graphing paper, color pencils, because that way I can make any changes without having to click. 'Cause my keyboard tray isn't the widest, and the way everything the cables coming in from my mouse to my keyboard, I don't get a lot of movement space with my mouse. And I'll check it out though. Yeah, I you know I did I know I need to, but it's just one of those things. It really slows me down because I could be doing creating more the content. And the way I'm trying to do right now, especially for the winter coming up, is I'm trying to get my library built up so that way I can sit down, and if there's a day, yay, Maureen, they came in. Awesome. That way, if there's a day that I can't crochet because I'm in so much pain, I can do it live. But there'll be pop-ups more and more. And yeah, well, that's what kind of that was in a way, the show. But I wanted, I really do want to do one, Nessa, from start to end. And I mean, start from graphing it, figuring out what we want to make, graphing it, and going from there. Well, it kind of does, Bonnie, because there's like right now, because with the up and down especially now, right now, the up and down temperatures, when you with my metal knees and my pain syndrome, it sets it off. Like I can't do, here in a minute I'm gonna have to end because I have to get up because I can't sit that long. Then there's days that I just can't sit. I have to lay down. So I don't know when those are gonna fall on. So that's why I kind of had to one for to build up on that too. It's winter's coming, and I don't know. This is going to be my first true winter with the pain stimulator in me, so I have no idea how it's going to feel. I don't know if I'm going to be able to control it a lot or not. I have no idea. But I want to thank you all for being here. You guys are the reason why we continue to keep going. That's what we do. You know, yeah, I'm a tutorial channel and I don't do giveaways often. But my next milestone that I want to do one for is 3K, which is coming up. I didn't believe it. I really didn't think I would hit it till after March of next year, but it's getting closer. So, you know, um, that'll be the next giveaway that I want to do is when I hit 3K. And thank you all. And you guys, like I said, you guys are the reason why we do what we do. And I want to thank everybody who has joined. I want to thank all Cliff for his super chat. I just, you guys, why we're here. So with that, I want to say, or is it? That's it. Keep stitching in my stream. Haha. I'll see y'all later, and I'm going yarn shopping.